So it's pretty self-explanatory other than that.
Or can we change other financing uses to just general fund reserve, since there's only one?
The budget detail, sure. I guess for budget presentation, we could. I mean, accounting wise, I can't. It's a required label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the notations, I mean, the narrative behind that clearly, is meant to give you that information, but that's a good point. It's a single item anyways. When it was mixed in prior years, but I can do that.
And can I just ask the salt contract, we'll get into it, but that was one of your explanations on this page.
I'm sorry I didn't hear
The
you.
salt contract went up by 52,000. Don't we have a lot of salt left? Is there a reason our salt contract went up?
Let's talk with Leanne about that.
All right.
I'm going to say,
I just thought we had a lot of salt, but okay.
yeah, no, that's a good discussion.
Okay,
All right,
Trustee Meyer?
so that was the summary. We have a meeting Wednesday starting at 5. Dinner, I understand, will be served. Hopefully we can try to get this thing done by 8:30. We'll see. We're going to cover the general fund tab in here. It's about 50 pages. And then the capital, we'll be referring back to the capital tab, which is another about 50 pages. So,
And staff is going to try to keep the discussion at a high level.
yes.
And, you know, again, one of the reasons, if you recall, that the budget metrics and all this really came on last year, because there really wasn't a good way to look at some of these aggregate and high-level numbers. And those are all just parsed out in the department budget. So if you're generally satisfied with the presentation and the answers you've gotten out of here, our general hope is that those are not going to be issues that need to be readdressed in every department. In certain departments, there's going to be some specific instances and impacts, which obviously we're going to cover again. But we're going to try to keep it moving, and then
Yes.
as the will of the board, you know, whatever we need to do for
Right.
future budget discussions and consideration.
So when the departments come before us, it sounds like the next one, it's more general, but when we get into department budgets, we ask questions then, right, and put things on the list, or?
Yeah, we will be going through the general tab next, the general fund.
All the department budget detail is this Wednesday.
So that's where we ask our questions, and then if we have any additional items, I'm just going from last year, I want to make sure I have it right, because I did not understand it last year. So if there is something we want to add or suggest, we put it on the list, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we can ask the questions and then.
Well, yeah, let's start out our meeting with that discussion next.
All of that, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll be.
From a staff level, the debate is, are we going to create a big list based on all questions, or are we going to create a consensus list of items that the body wants to come back and deliberate in the wrap-up once we have some of these other, you know, or somewhere in between?
Because say, usually I was used to, you do amendments, like, so if, at the end, if you wanted to put something in, you just you propose an amendment, but I was told it would be better to put it on, it's more appropriate to put it on the list, but if.
To get it into the workshop sessions, you mean?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
the whole board doesn't.
I recall that
agree on it,
discussion that was,
then you would still be able to do an amendment, that's just, in the end, you
Yeah.
can.
we don't do amendments.
Exactly, if you put it
No,
on the
we don't
list,
do
but if
amendments.
the whole board doesn't agree on putting it on the list, then you can still, you have the right to do an amendment, to propose an amendment during budget.
yeah,
There is a consensus
yeah.
achieved in the,
Yeah,
as we talk, and if there's enough, we want more, and I think it's the bigger question, policy questions that we want, and bigger pieces that, you know, where's health insurance, what do we want to send the staff back to come up with a 0.5%, or, you know, how are we going to pay Wilson, and things like that. big issue.
Well, and again, just to recap, because this was a discussion I had with trustee Rozak after the last budget session, is that I don't think you took full advantage of the workshop sessions to address your issues of concern. And then when we were in the budget hearing, you had the impression that was going to be the preferred opportunity to address some of those issues. And I think this year now, as part of budget workshops, we'll cover maybe a little more ground in the budget workshops and less ground in public hearing, is what, if I understand what you're asking.
Okay.
Right.
The only thing for staff, we just want to make sure there's an understanding, since we do have in the video recording policy that all budget workshops will be video recorded. Are you okay with having those meetings in here, or do you want still being in the committee room and I would just need to set up the tripod?
This was.
But we, okay, great.
We
I just want to make sure that was clear.
keep moving along. I mean, we're gonna have to move along because we got a lot to cover. This is
Right.
So, we need to.
Great, thank you.
Great.
And as always, if you see things that you're reviewing in advance, that you have a particular interest in, that you don't feel is policy related, just want to know some more information, I'm happy for you to contact me, and I'll try to knock those off at the trustee level, just so if some things don't need to be reviewed by the whole group, we can do that. If things need to be reviewed by the group, of course, we'll have the budget workshops.
And just as a reminder, this is, these meetings are meetings of the Budget and Finance Committee, so they'll be chaired by trustee Maher. They're not the village board meetings, they're budget finance meetings. So, just want to make that clear. And I want to make it especially clear since we're doing it in this room, so we've never done that before. Okay.
So that's it. The budget.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So, thank you for your time during the regular board night.
All right.
Okay, thank you. So moving on, reports from, make sure I get that. Reports from village officials, I have none. Any trustee reports?
By board meeting, well, I guess it's future consideration, the report, we will have that on September, Thursdays, the night before the CDA meeting, so what is it, 20th, 21st?
21st.
Is that this Thursday?
Oh,
So the night after the budget meeting,
well, there you go.
6 o'clock here. About an hour, we're gonna try to keep it to about an hour.
Okay.
I'm chairing the meeting, so hope to see you all there. The third day this week.
Yes, you have a report?
So, and maybe Paul wants to, or trustee Wood wants to give it, but we did have the Wilson Drive open house, and I thought it went extremely well. And it was well received while I was there. I think everyone was pretty happy.
Okay. You want to add to it?
No, I think there was, I think just under 60 people that attended. And we'll get, one or before in our next meeting, we'll get a report from staff and from Greg on the comments.
Okay.
So Dave read comments.
Any other reports?
I briefly attended the Packer event at camp. It was well attended, people looked like they were having fun. The litter problem was substantially, I didn't really see hardly any litter around. So
Substantially better.
It's a lot better, there wasn't all over the place, and also the carry-on liquor, I only saw like 2 bottles. So he'd really done a good job controlling. Said he had announced a number of times, Paul Akbar. So, and then I was there when it ended, and then he was actively getting people moving along. So it was much, I think he achieved some of the goals we had asked him to work on, the issue of the permit. And so it looked like people were having a lot of fun.
Okay. Any other reports?
Just
call everyone's attention to, you mentioned a CDA meeting this Friday, but that has actually been canceled because there has been, Blues Egg is going to, it was going to be a special meeting in order to discuss with General Capital and the Blues Egg partners their request to the village, but their request is shifted to a $45,000 small business loan grant, which is within the existing program. So they're going to take the time to prepare all that and then bring it before the CDA on October, what is it?
Fourth,
Six.
six.
So no need to get up at early, right?
Correct, unless you want to.
Oh, good, so I won't see you all before.
So, right, so the CDA is meeting at its regular
Sorry,
time in
Paul.
October to review that.
All right.
Or
Thank
to,
you.
to consider we're not reviewing it, staff reviews.
Any other reports?
I just want to use the right language.
Okay, reports from the village manager's office.
Just want you all to be aware of, Village last week sent out information to residents in the Menlo Morris neighborhood. If you remember back when we had a meeting in the Village Center, they had a signed petition about the amount of traffic. Public Works, Police, and I were working with Clark Deeds. We did some traffic counts and we'll provide some data. We set up a neighborhood meeting for them on September 28th. So we're going to go through the data and provide some potential options to mitigate or to reduce the amount of traffic potentially through that neighborhood. So in case you get any inquiries about that, I just wanted to give you an update on that.
Thank you. Any other reports from your office? That's it?
That's the only one?
Okay. Items for future consideration? Trustee Rosie?
I have three. When we were adopting the purchasing policy, the next step was going to be to review the professional service contracts that exist, the expiration dates, when the next time we needed to RFP the services was going to be, and it kind of stalled. So I'm just hoping that we can assign that to committee sooner than later as we develop our procurement policies.
I've got a fair amount of work done on that already, but yes.
Because I have a list from 2015. And the second was
I'm sorry, could that just be a,
committee.
well, not just like a committee item, but could Mark just send out like an email or a memo updating the committee on that? Or is that something you actually want to discuss at committee?
Well, Mike's the chair, but I believe we've talked about discussing it at committee, because there are implications of how the purchasing policy, I don't know, it's up to you.
I think we're supposed to get a report. aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, that's where we left it, is that it's up for staff to, collect the disparate data that's out there, and B, to come up with a phased implementation plan, because as we discussed during the purchasing update, we can't do all of that catch up in one cycle. So staff will present an implementation plan this year. I'm not sure I'd want to put my neck out and go for the October meeting, but certainly maybe the last meeting in October or the first one in November, we will have that done.
And then, can we also get an update on the DNR permitting for the temporary fence at Atwater? I know we were supposed to bring it back, I think it was the cycle.
Yeah, Larry was going to contact them this week, but with him out, I have their contact, so I can try to do that this week. That's been something that Larry was working on, so.
And then we have this on our desk for the third item. We do have a report on a sewer issue involving a local business. Obviously, we'll read it. Can we schedule this at some point to talk about if that's appropriate?
I don't think we have to schedule it right now. It's a staff issue, and hopefully it'll get resolved at a staff level. And if it doesn't, then it'll come to
Continue
the
to
board.
update you on that, though.
Okay, great.
Okay, any other items for future consideration?
Just one, today I called 911 because there was a car that hit a gentleman on a moped at the intersection of, he's okay, I believe, at Murray and Jarvis, and it was one of those moments where almost all the neighbors that were home all rushed out. And from that incident, I have spoken with a bunch of neighbors and learned that a lot of people that are home during the day, similar to the woman that came to us about the Murray and, what was it, Beverly? No.
Beverly.
South.
Oh,
Subset.
That.
Well, I guess this is more of
I
an
think it's-
FYI, but it's kind of a future consideration that there will likely be some neighbors coming to us asking for similar signage that we posted down there that said, this is not a four-way stop. I can't remember the exact verbiage, but, so, they're not asking for a four-way stop.
We'll consider this an FYI.
Actually, can we schedule a committee, because I know trustee Maher had asked for, he did a little evaluation of the stop signs and where they're at, and we wanted to look at that kind of
Well, that,
comprehensive.
that can all come to public safety. But anyway, just FYI. Yeah.
Okay,
Just to prepare for that.
all right.
Okay.
We'll take a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.